Hi, hi guys. Good evening. My name is Chima Raymond Onebo. I'll be making a brief presentation on the topic technological change, the Generation Z, their expectations, their characteristics, and their demands, and the future workplace. In addition to this, I will also be discussing how organizational hiring managers will make adjustments in order to attract and retain this this future group of workforce who will constitute the majority of the labor force. First of all, the question will be, who is a Gen Z? What is the correlation between Gen Z and the future workplace? Gen Z are those who are born in the era of the internet. The oldest of Gen Z are those born between the 1995 and the mid 2000s. These are people, Gen Zs are people who are individualistic in nature. They are those born in the era of the digital era. They were born in the midst of technological advancements, and these are people whom have lived their life all on the internet. Gen Zs are people who are hungry for knowledge. They are very impatient in terms of learning new things. They all have information at their fingertips. For example, for you to get any information, it is just a click away from them. You can get whatever information or ideas that you need via any search engine. For example, Google, Wikipedia, Encyclopedia, and YouTube, and other search engines. They are people who are born in the era of internet, who are born in the era of internet, who witnessed in the technological advancement whereby you have smartphones, you have a digital gaming system, we also have super fast internet, who have all this access to all these forms of technological innovations at their disposal. So Gen Zs are people, one of the characteristics of Gen Zs is they live in a life of isolation. They isolate themselves, reason being that they will live in a technological world whereby whatever you need, you can get it at the confines of your space without stepping out. Gen Zs are far behind, are far above their prior generation. For example, this present generation, they prefer instant messages than the regular or traditional emails or post mails. Gen Zs are people who can actually get any information, whatever they want, in the comfort of their zone without stepping out. And you will agree with me that they even communicate more. They reach out more to the outer world than the previous generation, because the globalization has made the world to be in a small place. So that is to say that these Gen Zs are people who are hungry, who are super smart because of the level of technology advancement that has besieged them in their generation. And in doing so, it is on the present crop of organization, their hiring managers, to be able to see how they can accommodate this young generation that will be joining its workforce, because they will be the one that will constitute the entirety of their workforce. And how do you make these people happy? How do you put all these people together? Bearing in mind that these are people who are diverse. They embrace diversity because of the technology that they are exposed to. Yeah, they are connected with different people. They don't discriminate race, they don't discriminate religion, they don't discriminate sexuality or gender. Gen Z live a life of acceptance. They accept because of the era that they find themselves in. So as an organization, who intends to be in business, to stay afloat in business, it is imperative to understand, to be able to understand this crop of generation, how they think, what motivates them, what drives them, and what pushes them, and ensure that you embrace them. Try to put measures in place in order to marry this expectation and these demands, because these are generation that easily get bored. They are aware that they have alternative, they have options, so it's easy for them to get bored and take a walk because they have these opportunities at their disposal. So any organization that want to take advantage and to be a step ahead should be able to integrate the features and qualities of the demands of this generation and incorporate it in their existing policies. For example, in the flexibility of work, because Gen Zs, one of its features that they like to express themselves and they like their own space. Flexibility of work could also be introduced at the place of work, whereby we have a hybrid form of working. This enables them to have time to explore and also to develop themselves further, because these are people who are diverse in terms of whatever thing they do, both in terms of knowledge acquisition and upscaling of their career. So it will be very interesting to make the workplace very interactive and see how to embrace this generation and to be able to keep up to their demands, and in order to enable them to see reasons why an organization can offer them that career fulfillment. I believe by doing so, organization will be better placed in terms of recruiting, retaining this present generation. Thank you.